Are you looking for online proofreading jobs to make some extra money online? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael and I love using different ways to make some extra money online, and many viewers have asked me about how to find legit proofreading jobs, and therefore I decided to record this video where I will show you 6 ways to find legit proofreading jobs, and you can get started with some of these even if you are a complete beginner. So before I go over the 6 options I want to show you, let's talk a little bit about the skills that are required to do online proofreading jobs, because there are certain skills you need. This is not something that is necessarily for all. It really depends, but you do not necessarily need a specific education or anything like that, but you do need to have, of course, great grammar skills and an eye for detail, because what proofreading jobs usually are is that it's kind of the final step in a content production process where you need to just go over it and find minor errors, grammar, punctuation, things like this. You do not necessarily need to have an overall opinion about the context or content. That does depend on the job, but in general it is to find these errors that needs to be corrected so the language is as perfect as possible. So that means, of course, you need to have these eye for details and language skills, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in English, because there are proofreading jobs in many different languages, so that's important to understand. But if you do like reading and you are good at grammar and pay attention to detail, then there can be some great ways to earn like this. So let's first talk about how much you potentially can earn with proofreading jobs before we then go over the 6 options to find these jobs. So how much can you then earn? That, of course, will vary from job to job and also to a certain extent from country to country, depending on the demand there and all these things. But in general, in many cases, the salary starts at around $10 per hour, but I have also seen jobs that pay $50 per hour or more. So you can, when you build it up to have a good reputation, if you're patient and do that and get regular clients, then you can definitely build it up to a quite good full-time income. But of course, if you're just starting out, you should be willing to accept a lower rate to get started, and then practice makes perfect and you build up your reputation, and then your salary will also be able to increase, and then it can really build up. So that's something to be aware of. It's not something where you can just necessarily start getting $50+ per hour right away. If you are completely new, even if you have amazing skills at it, then you need to prove it and build up your reputation before doing that. But anyways, let's now then get to these 6 options where you can find legit proofreading jobs. And I want to make it clear, it's not a prioritized list, because which of the options is for you really depends on your personal preferences. You can use one of them, you can use all of them, however many you want to, that is up to you. So let's now get to the list. So one option is this keepin.com, and this is a website that is meant to help students improve their essays, and they are sometimes looking for people that can actually do that or help with these different proofreading of these essays. So if you think that is interesting, maybe even if you are a student yourself and are very good at grammar and have great language skills, then you can help other students improve. You can go to the career page and you see current opportunities. Sometimes they do not have any opportunities, that will come and go, but that's something to keep an eye on if you are interested in reading essays and giving feedback for those. So this is one website definitely to keep an eye on. But let's also move on to the next options, because right now this one does not have any. Maybe they already do have options. Again, once you check, it's just because it's kind of specific and interesting in my opinion, because it has these essay options. So that's why I wanted to mention it, even though right now, as of recording this, they do not have any opportunities, but that can happen in an hour, maybe even, who knows. The next option is called Scribe Media, where you can go to the career page, and if you then scroll down, you can, first of all, you can read all about how it is to work there and a lot of different options, and they do actually offer both full-time opportunities and based on project, and so you can actually just, if you have great skills and all that, find full-time income here just by getting a full-time job. And you can see some of them also are remote, some of them are for specific locations. You can see what they are. Right now they also have some other ones that are not particularly about proofreading. So that's one thing you need to be aware of. It's not always only proofreading jobs, but they do have that as well. And you can, for example, see if you're a writer or copywriter, you see you can get $50 per hour for some of these, because these are freelance or part-time roles. The other ones here are full-time roles. So this is one option you can read more about. You can see they sometimes pay per project and sometimes per hour. Regularly, quite often in my experience, they do have proofreading jobs also, but you can see also if you're a great writer and you actually want to not only proofread but write, then they sometimes also have options. And they do pay quite well, as you can see. So if you have those skills and interests, then it definitely can be worth checking out. The next option is called Babbeltype. Also here they are doing different work for clients that they have that needs transcription or proofreading, and then you can join the team and get access to different jobs there quite regularly. They have a full video on the website that explains all about it, so you can find out if this is the right option for you or not, so you can go there and check that out. You can just search for the different names of the different platforms I mentioned here if you're interested in any of them. But let's also go to the next one that is very interesting, because that it gives you opportunities no matter the language you want to earn by proofreading in. Next option is called Fiverr, which is one of the biggest freelance platforms you can find. And if you look for proofreading, you can see some of the people that are already offering that. And they have quite a lot of clients. You can see this person had more than 1,000 clients. And you can go and read about the different profiles that already have profiles there, and you can see what they charge. But what you just need to be aware of is a place like this. It takes time to build up your profile. It will not happen immediately to find a lot of clients. You need to start slow, charge a little bit less. Once you get great reviews, it can build up and potentially eventually become a full-time income. And what is great about Fiverr is that there are people looking for freelancers all over the world in all kinds of different languages. So also here, even if English is not your first language or you also know other languages, then you can also earn by doing proofreading in other languages or find jobs like that here. Next option is called proofreadingservices.com. As you can hear from the name, it is specialized in offering different these proofreading services, and that means they need people to join their team to do the work. And they have both full-time and part-time remote positions available, and you can also see you are welcome to apply from any country. And they do offer, you see the pay range, they are quite clear about that, between $19 to $46 per hour, but it does depend, for example, on the turnaround time, where you get the highest pay if you are able to take projects on that needs to be actually done immediately, more or less. But you can work, as you see, where you want, when you want, or in any time zone. So that is definitely really great. So this is also an option if you are interested in finding proofreading jobs no matter where you live. Of course, you need to have great English skills to apply on this platform. The last option I want to show is called Grammarly, and you can see they have these proofreading services, almost like the logo kind of gives it away that is one of the things that they do offer to the clients. So they have a lot of clients coming there, and then they need a lot of people to do it. And the great thing about a platform like this is that means they have a database of clients, so you can just sign up and then you will get access to different projects where you can choose when and you want to do the work and how much you want to do. You just need to be aware that they do get a lot of applications, as you can see they clearly mention, but they will get in touch with you, but you just might need a little bit of patience to do this, because when they have this many applications, of course it can take some time. So there's also no guarantee just because you apply that you will get the jobs, but definitely also a platform where you can find some proofreading jobs to earn some extra money. As you can see, if you are looking for online proofreading jobs, there are quite a lot of options, and these 6 options are just examples. There are more platforms you can find, but I didn't want to overwhelm it. This gives you plenty of opportunities no matter where you live if you have the skills to become a proofreader. What I would suggest is that you do not only just use one platform, unless of course you're lucky to get one of the full-time positions, if that's what you're interested in. If you're interested in more flexibility and working whenever you want and all this, plan your own time like that, then I would suggest that you apply for different of these platforms or create profiles on different on them, because some of them you might not always find jobs, sometimes you might not get approved, it might take a bit of time before you get a reply. So by applying to more of them or creating profiles on more of them, you will increase your chances of earning. But also, if you're interested in, for example, just writing for yourself or anything like that, then I also have a video about how you can create your own blog and both write and do proofreading for yourself and potentially build that up to a full-time income. I'll leave a link to that below. And also, if you're just interested in different writing jobs or any other kind of jobs to make some extra money online, I'll leave a few links to different other videos I have about other easy ways to start making money online. Whether you have the skill to become a proofreader or not, then there are plenty of options to start making some extra money online. So make sure to check that out below. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make some extra money on the side online.